What was this? That's what I felt like right there. Okay. Hey y'all, so got another foundation video for you. You guys seem to really like these videos, so I'm gonna keep on doing them. The foundation that I'm gonna be using is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And I feel like with their Infallible line, they're kind of coming out with a new way of marketing it. So if you guys remember when I showed you the Infallible spray, how it had the little like circles and it says texture, action, usage. This one has the same thing. So I'm wondering if they're going to come out with like more foundations or BB creams or CC creams with along the same kind of like concept, if you know what I mean. This one says the finish is demi matte and the other ones are matte and lumi. Wears up to, there's a 12-hour, a 16-hour, and a 24-hour. This claims to wear up for 24 hours. Coverage, they have low, medium, or high, and this one falls into the medium category. Texture, they have airlight, medium, and heavy, and this one falls into the airlight category. So, I'm taking one for the team with this one, first of all, because this is not a first impression. It's an actual demo review. I wore this to work the other day and it looked amazing. It covered really well. It lasted throughout the day. It did not break down at all. Howevsies. When I got home that day, I had this, I had this, I had this, and I had this. So, taking one for the team for y'all so I can show you what it looks like. And honestly, I don't know if it was this that broke me out. It might have been the fact that I'm using my Clarisonic again. If you guys have been with me for like a long time, you know that I, back in the day, was constantly bitching about my Clarisonic. I was using it. I wasn't. I wasn't. Well, my face was just like inside out with freaking acne. I was like convinced that the Clarisonic was causing that. Because it was a little bit too abrasive for my skin. But I feel like now that I'm wearing a lot heavier foundations and I'm doing like more foundation demos, sometimes I come home from work and take my makeup off and put it right back on for a video. I really need that like deep clean, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm going to take one for the team today and we're going to try it. So the only brush that I have clean right now as far as face brushes go is my Sigma F82 round kabuki. There is no other reason besides that I am using this. Let me take my scarf off because I got to blend this shit down my neck. Alright, so the color that I got was 102 Shell Beige. The display that I got this at Meijer's. It's like a Target if you don't know. The display that I got this from, this was the lightest color, and the lightest freaking powder was like 200. I don't even know the name of it, but it was 200. And then I went to Walgreens the other day and they had a 101, which was shell ivory or classic ivory or something like that, which is what I usually am, but I wasn't going to buy it again because this foundation is $13.99 and I wasn't going to spend 14 bucks on something that I already had. So it is just like a hair dark for me, but we can work with that. So let's just get into this, shall we? So I'm just going to take and dot it all over my skin. I could probably zoom in. That would help. One sec. Alright, sorry, I had to adjust my camera after zooming in. I was a little too low. So I'm just going to take and blend down my neck. And as you guys can see, it is just like a shade too dark for me. I usually just blend down my neck with my hands because I am not worried about covering that shit up because ain't nobody looking there. The texture of it, hold on. The texture of this really kind of reminds me of the, what's that called? The Maybelline Dream Wonder or whatever, but it's just a little bit thicker than that one. So I'm just going to start off with a super thin layer and let's buff this shit in, yeah. Oh, just a heat of warning. My brush is a little bit damp because I legit just cleaned it. So that might have a tendency to shear it out a little bit. I don't know yet. We'll see though. All right, so the first layer's done. As you can see, it does have about a medium coverage. However, I am going to try to build it up by putting a second layer on and see if I can get that full coverage that I adore so much. I couldn't get that out. So I'm basically just going to dot it in the spots where I feel like I need more coverage. Basically where all my acne is. And then I'm just going to stipple rather than like actually blending, just to give me more coverage. Alright, so as you can see by doing that, it really did build up to like a full coverage. I freaking love this foundation, which sucks if it really was this that broke me out. So y'all can tell that's why I'm taking one for the team, because I really love the coverage of it. I like how it builds up. I absolutely love the finish. I would totally agree with it being a demi-matte finish because I feel like you still have a little bit of luminosity, as you can see, but it's not so luminous that if you're somebody that has larger pores like I do, it's going to like totally, you know, emphasize your pores and emphasize any fine lines that you have, but it's not so flat matte that you just look like a freaking chalkboard. You know what I'm saying? It's not really settling like in the creases too bad. Everything settles in my laugh lines. I have a uber expressive face, so I got lines and nooks and crannies all over the place, but I'm just gonna go ahead and top it off with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 120 Classic Ivory with my little powder puff. Damn, I'm making all kinds of noise, huh? So I'm just gonna set it around the perimeter of my face because I'm still gonna be putting concealer on. All right, so this is what it looks like set with powder, and you can see like some of that luminosity is still coming through, even through the powder, which I freaking love. So let me go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on, and then I will come back with the final results. All right, y'all, so the rest of my makeup's on, and I freaking love this foundation. Like, sorry I keep doing this, but my eye is watering like crazy. Anyways, I love it. Like, there's no SPF in it, so it looks really good on camera, but it also looks really good in person. It just really makes your skin look smooth and poreless. And a lot of foundations that I've been trying lately, I don't know. I feel like I seriously just like cannot wait until my IPL treatment, which, by the way, those of you who have been asking, apparently they're only doing the treatments twice a week, which is Wednesdays and Saturdays, and she was all booked up for Saturday. So I do have an appointment for next Wednesday. I am going to film it. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to actually film the treatment itself, but I am going to do like a before and after and like a little vlog type thing. So just so y'all know, those of you who have been asking or have been curious in that's what's going on with that. Anyways, foundations that I've been using lately, I don't know, they just either sink into my pores, or they accentuate my fine lines, or they crease like in my laugh lines or my forehead lines. I have a super expressive face, so there's lines all over the freaking place. And I hate it when foundations like settle in there or crease in there. It just makes it look 10 times worse. But this seriously just is like whoosh, like it makes your skin look airbrushed. I absolutely love that. Also, my blush and my bronzer went on beautifully, but not only that, if you guys remember, what foundation was that? I can't remember which one it was, but when I went to put my blush and bronzer on, it like took away the foundation from me blending. Even if I set like really well with powder, a lot of foundations that I've been using or trying lately have been doing that. Like, as soon as I put my blush and bronzer on, like, it looks like it covers, but as soon as I put my blush and bronzer on, it, like, takes away the foundation. And it's so freaking annoying because you have, like, your whole face has foundation, and then you have, like, all this shit coming through, like, where your acne is or where your scars is, and it's, like, very annoying. I don't like it. I also appreciate the fact that this doesn't even claim to be full coverage. It actually claims to be medium coverage. I feel like cosmetic companies lately are just, they don't really understand for somebody that actually has something to cover rather than like skin tone issues. Someone who just doesn't you know, somebody that has like acne or hyperpigmentation or scarring or anything like that, full coverage means like it's covering all that shit up. It doesn't mean it evens your skin tone out, but all your shit still peeks through. You know what I'm saying? So totally appreciate that it says medium, but it's buildable to a full coverage, but it doesn't even claim that it is. Yeah, I totally love that about it. I love that there's no SPF in it. I hate it when foundations have SPF. Just because I feel like I can get my SPF from something else rather than my foundation. And for me to have to look for one that doesn't have an SPF is uber annoying. I don't even think they should put that shit in there. Because if you're not using SPF in anything else, like, why even bother putting it in your foundation? You know what I mean? That's just kind of my play on it. But anyways, yeah, so I super love this. Totally satisfied, totally keeping my fingers crossed that it is not this that is breaking me out. Please God, let this be okay, because it's seriously, I feel like it's going to be like my brand new foundation. All of it. I'm super curious about the powder. Like I said before, I couldn't find a powder that was light enough for me, so I think I'm going to keep looking now. Even though that display only went down to 200 for the powder, I found a display at Walgreens that went all the way down to porcelain, but of course they didn't have any. Yeah, so if I do end up getting the powder, I'll definitely let you guys know and keep you updated on that. So yeah, I think that's about all there is to say about that. Totally love it. You guys should totally go out and try it. It's freaking amazing, especially for those of you who have stuff to actually cover. Yeah, so that is it for this video, y'all. Like and subscribe if you are not. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you please, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.